Students, myself Archana Marude. In last video, we have already studied about what is meant by reflection, what is refraction, and what is total internal reflection. And in this video, we will study about what is by optical fiber, what is the principle of optical fiber, and how the light propagates through optical fiber. See this photogram. This is a optical fiber cable. It is a long and thin dielectric material and it is made up of glass or plastic. And this optical fiber carries light from one end to the another end because of multiple total internal reflection. Now we see the actual structure of optical fiber. It is actually a very thin wire, but when we draw a structure of optical fiber, here this is the inner part, that is called as core. Then second is called as cladding, and here this is the strength member to protect light within that core, and last is called as outer jacket. This optical fiber, it works on the principle of total internal reflection. That means when monochromatic light is incident on the interface between optically denser medium and rarer medium, and if the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, then no refraction takes place. Only reflection takes place, and which is called as total internal reflection. And this optical fiber, it works on the principle of total internal reflection. And we also know the definition of critical angle. The angle of incidence at which angle of refraction is 90 degree, and after that if the angle of incidence is greater than that critical angle, then only reflection takes place. That phenomenon is called as total internal reflection. And this optical fiber, it is a long and thin dielectric material. It is made up of glass or plastic, and it carries light from one end of fiber to the other end because of multiple total internal reflection. And there are two main conditions necessary for total internal reflection. First condition is that refractive index of first medium is greater than refractive index of second medium. And as we know, for denoting refractive index, symbol is used as mu, and therefore we may write the condition in symbols, that is mu1 is greater than mu2. That means refractive index of first medium should be greater than refractive index of second medium. And second condition is angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle. Here for angle of incidence, we write the symbol I, and for critical angle, symbol is theta c. Theta means angle and c denotes for critical, and therefore condition is I is greater than theta c. That means angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. Now we see the actual construction of optical fiber, or it is also called as structure of optical fiber. Here first part is called as core, second is cladding, and third is protective skin, that is called as plastic jacket. This diagram is called as the structure of optical fiber. Here, this communication optical fiber has cylindrical core. See this. This communication optical fiber has cylindrical core surrounded with cylindrical coat of cladding, and it is coated with protective skin, that is called as insulation or jacket. And thus, when light enters into core, then it propagates by means of total internal reflection at core cladding interface and comes out from the other end. Now we see what are the actual dimensions of core and what is the function of core. This core, it is the first part of optical fiber and the light is transmitted within the core. For the light is entered in the core, and this core is the innermost layer, and the refractive index of core is slightly greater than that of cladding, and the typical value of refractive index of core is 1.48, and the inner diameter of core is 5 micrometer to 600 micrometer, and outer diameter is from 0.1 millimeter to 0.15 milliliter. And the approximate length of optical fiber is 1 meter. And here this condition is important, that is the refractive index of core is greater than refractive index of cladding. Then second part is cladding. This cladding keeps the light waves within the core because the refractive index of cladding is less than that of core. That means this cladding acts like a reflector and keeps the light within the core, and it is based on the concept total internal reflection. And the typical value of refractive index of cladding is 1.46. And the cladding also provides some strength to the core. When bunch of optical fiber is packed in one cable, then the cladding layer avoids the interface between light rays in the adjacent fibers. Then third is protective skin. This protective skin protects the fiber from moisture, and this protective skin provides mechanical strength to the optical fiber. And the thickness of protective skin varies from 30 to 50 micrometer, and the thickness of this protective skin up to 100 micrometer. And this fiber optical cable, it is made up of either glass or plastic, and another name for glass is silica. And some special techniques have been developed, and the glass or plastic is melted and pulled such that a fine thread like fiber is formed. And as we know that glass has superior optical characteristics over plastic. Then we see how the light will propagate through optical fiber. See this diagram. Then now we see, let us see how light travel in cable. This diagram shows a thin optical fiber cable. When a beam of light is focused on the end of cable, then the angle of incidence of light is greater than critical angle, and therefore total internal reflection takes place, and the light beams are reflected through the surface of fiber cables as shown in this diagram, and the beam bounces back and passes surface cable and it exists at the other end. Thus, light entering into a glass fiber from one end gets reflected within the cable, and this light emerges out from the other end, and this light which travels from one end to the other is called light is guided through the fiber. And because of total internal reflection, the light will continue to propagate through the fiber even though it is bent number of times, and only if bending is more, which causes the angle of incidence to change, which in turn will cause the loss of light due to refraction. And with long little bends, the light will stay within the cable. This is called as propagation of light through optical fiber. Then now we solve some multiple choice questions on these above points. First question is, optical fiber works on the principle of. Option A is total internal reflection. Option B is only reflection. Option C is only refraction. And option D is total internal refraction. And as we know that total internal reflection is possible when the incident light has angle greater than critical angle, and at that time only reflection takes place, and the optical fiber works on the principle of total internal reflection, and therefore correct option is A, total internal reflection. Then second question is, optical fiber carries dash dash from one end of fiber to other end because of multiple TIR, that is total internal reflection. Option A is electric current, option B is fluid, option C is sound, option D is light, that is electromagnetic waves. And as we know that optical fiber, it is based on the principle of total internal reflection, and it carries light from one end of fiber to the other end, and therefore correct option is D, light. Question number 3 is, following is the one necessary condition for propagation of light through optical fiber. Option A is mu core is greater than mu cladding. Option B is mu core is equals to mu cladding. Option C is mu core is less than mu cladding, and option D is none of these. And as we know that there are two conditions for total internal reflection through the optical fiber, and first condition is that the refractive index of first medium should be greater than refractive index of second medium, and in optical fiber first medium is core, second medium is cladding, and therefore the condition is mu core is greater than mu cladding, and therefore correct option is A, mu core is greater than mu cladding. That's all about today's video. In next video we see the types of optical fibers and how the lights propagate through these different types of optical fibers. Thank you.